If your strategy is putting your head in the sand or being in denial, then my friend, you're experiencing some serious hurt in your business. Hey, welcome to the Tom Ferry Show. Today, we're talking about how do we generate more referrals from your database, creating for you familiarity, using the power of frequency and relevancy so you get the trust of the largest number of people inside your database so they send you more referrals and do more transactions. Now, this was prompted by a video I received from a listing coordinator who was asking on behalf of his team, how can we generate more listings? Watch this video.
Hey Tom, this is Hector with the Re-Team. Thank you so much for having me. I just wanted to ask, how can I, as a listing coordinator, generate more listings for my team? Thank you so much, and I appreciate and look forward to your response.
Hey Hector, thank you for that question. Over the next few weeks, I'm actually going to talk to you about the 5 different listing lead generation attraction strategies that you can implement on behalf of your team, and for you, my friend watching, you can do the same. Let's start though with the war that you're currently in with the $16 billion ad spend. You've heard me talk about it before. You can Google the Burrell report and read how there's $16 billion being spent going after your customers, your past clients, your friends, your family to go to somebody else's site so they may or may not find you and probably end up on the phone of another agent in your town. I would argue if you're not focused on doing something about that, if your strategy is putting your head in the sand or being in denial, then my friend, you're experiencing some serious hurt in your business. Let's be really clear. I've said it before. You do not win in the real estate business operating from defense. You've got to go offense, offense, offense. So over the next few weeks, I'm going to give you some offensive plays you can run to stay top of mind, win more appointments, and ultimately get the listings you deserve based upon what our customers are doing today. So let's start though, before I go into the 5 different campaigns, with the world famous marketing funnel. We know that there's basically intent for customers in 3 different parts of the funnel: tofu, mofu, and bofu. Tofu, top of the funnel. This is people that are clicking on Facebook ads because they're curious about the value of their home, but 2 seconds prior, they were looking at cat videos or seeing what their nephew was up to or checking out their old girlfriend from 25 years ago, and then all of a sudden they got displayed an ad and they said, sure, I'll click on that. Now, that's a very different intent psychologically than someone in the middle of the funnel who goes to Zillow and says, 3-bedroom, 4-bath home in Waco, Texas. That's a very different intent from someone that goes to Google and says 4plexes in Costa Mesa under 2 million as an example. What they're being displayed because they're asking for it is very different in terms of their psychology and their time frame. Obviously, everybody wants to be in the BOFU section, the bottom of the funnel. And of course, we know that there's a ton of people, 2%, 3%, 5%, 10% in Realtor.com, Zillow, Google, etc., in your geographic farms, all those different things you could be doing that are ready to go now, but be really clear. The one source above all that are bottom of the funnel for you at all times is a percentage of the people inside your database. So remembering this, because all of these systems are important and we will talk about these over the next few weeks, I want to remind you that the bottom of the funnel is where your database is, meaning they are most likely to refer you if you're doing it right. They're most likely to talk about you if you're doing it right, and they're most likely to call you even if they went to another one of those sites. So let's talk about 5 campaigns you can do to find more of those people at the bottom of the funnel and keep you top of mind with the widest number of people inside your database. So, number 1, I would call the thematic marketing campaign each quarter. So let me explain. I'm going to give you 3 pieces I want you to create and then email, direct mail, social blast to your entire database, and I want you to rotate the 3 quarter after quarter after quarter. So for example, In month one, let's call that January, April, July, October, if you were starting the new year perfectly, makes sense. Month one, we want to send a 90-day market update. Here's what's going on in our city, how many listings, how many closings, the price trends, any actionable data you can give them. So when they're sitting around with their friends and they're saying, hey, Sean, did you see what's going on over here in Irvine Terrace? The price jumped up by 15%. There was 9 transactions. Look, real estate is on the minds of everybody. We all know we should be providing them the data on a quarterly basis that Zillow and Trulia and Realtor and all these other sites are providing at their fingertips. If you're not being the knowledge broker, providing them that information, you're losing relevancy in terms of your market knowledge. Now, when you send that piece, obviously you want to give them some insight. What's your interpretation of the data over the last 90 days? What are trends they should be aware of? Even if it's just high level, everybody's got access to the data. You're my knowledge broker. I want to know what your opinion is about it. So that's what I want to do in month one. And that's going to be that first quarter. I'm going to send that same thing 90 days later, beginning the next quarter, 90 days later, beginning the next quarter, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. So that's always the first piece. The second one is we want to send out our social proof. So that means in month 2, I'm sending all of my new listings, all of my new sales, any great case study examples of what you did where you listed it at the right price and generated multiple offers, where it was an expired listing and it was previously on the market with multiple different agents over a long period of time. You repackaged it, you repositioned it, you staged it, you did all the right stuff, and you sold it in 4 days. You want to highlight your success. And by the way, big shout out to longtime client Josh Rubin from Douglas Elliman in New York City. Sometimes your successes started with a mistake. Back in July, Josh actually posted a photo of a $9.5 million sale. I know it's a big sale, but get this. He had the listing for a year, and he wrote about it in Instagram and Facebook and others that he had listed this home, did everything he could to get it sold, and the contract was expiring, and the customers fired him. And he actually wrote about that. The customers fired me. And he said, but because of my persistence, because of my drive for success, because of my desire to succeed, I went back to the 6 best agents who had the 6 best showings, and we were able, through some energy, through some concentration, through some negotiation, to put that deal together and get it done before the July 1st new tax laws that hit New York City. He wrote about that whole experience, and it started with the fact that he was fired. Think about that. And then what he was able to do to sell that property. You send that kind of piece 4 times a year to your entire database in mail, in email, and on all your social posts. Remember, familiarity, frequency, and relevancy keep you top of mind and create trust with the people you want it from the most. You want to be top of mind and trustworthy for all the people inside your database. In month 3, remember, we're just going to rotate this through quarter 1, quarter 2, quarter 3, quarter 4. We're going to take a break from just real estate, and I want you to share 4 things to do during summer. 5 things to do in spring, 10 things to do during the holidays, right? As an example, you're moving away from just the real estate stuff in social, just for this one piece, in your email and in your direct mail, to everybody in your database. Hey, here's 5 things you should consider doing over summer. It's a wonderful piece that takes a break from everything else you're doing all the time. Hey, I just took another listing. Hey, I'm at an open house, etc. And keeping people understanding that you know the community and you recognize there's all kinds of fun things to do. So that's the very first point. And I promise you, when you just do this one, you're going to get great results. Let's look at number 2. Here's an easy one for you. How many closings have you had this year? 7, 8, 10, 700? One thing I know is if you take action on this one, you're going to build your sphere. You're going to build your sphere, and you're going to get some more referrals. It's a combination of 2 things. Number 1, at the end of every closing, once the transaction's done, I'm recommending you send flowers and balloons to the buyer or the seller or both, ready? to their office. Yes, actually send flowers and balloons to their office, congratulating them on their new home. And wouldn't it be great if your flower guy or gal had balloons that were a house, and you can put that up there, it shows up to their office, and the day it does, you know what's gonna happen. They're sitting there, I'm Bob and Sally, we're hanging out, and all of a sudden, Bob, there's a delivery for you, and someone walks up and goes, boom, this big bouquet of flowers, this giant balloon with a house, and everybody at the, hey Bob, what's going on? Like, what did you, oh God, well yeah, we just closed on our new house, and you know, we're really excited, and this is what's going on. And now they're telling all their buddies about you. See, sometimes it's just the easy things that we can do to stay top of mind, to recognize our clients, but then I take it one step forward. Then what I want you to do is I want you to reach out with a phone call. Hey Bob, Tom Ferry, Banana Real Estate, did you get the flowers? Oh, you did, wonderful. Hey, remember Bob, I told you that I'm working every day to get to know more great people like you. You know what I'd love to do? Next week, I'd love to buy you and 5 or 6 people at your office that are just like you lunch. So how about next Thursday at Restaurant X, I'll buy, you invite your friends, and we'll have a good old time. How's that sound? Well, guess what? We've got clients that are using this strategy today. Not only does it create a great moment, hey, congratulations on the new home, the flowers, the balloon, if it looks like a house, even better, right? You get some top of mind awareness buzz in that person's environment. What if they're in a place where there's lots of people relocating all the time? What if they're in a really small office and there's just a few people and everybody's like, congratulations, Sean, good for you, right? It's such a wonderful little moment. Then the follow-up phone call of, hey, remember I told you I'm always looking to build my sphere and work and get to know more great people like you. There's gotta be 4 or 5 office mates that I can connect with. Let's all bring them to lunch and I'll take care of everything. I'll pay for it. Boy, what an easy thing you can do to generate more people into your sphere, make more connections, and maybe, just maybe, find that next transaction. Let's look at number 3, a little more advanced. My mentor and I, Jay Abraham, talk about the 3 more advanced ways to build any business. One of those advanced strategies is to acquire new businesses once a year to grow your business. Now you might be saying, whoa, Tom, we're talking about generating more referrals and that last one was pretty easy. Now you're telling me I need to buy businesses? Well, consider the following. If you look around at the real estate industry, there's a whole bunch of people that are thinking about retiring sometime in the next 3 years, 5 years, 7 years, 10 years. And if that's the case, those are opportunities for you today to be establishing the relationship where you might be the one that takes over their database when they decide to retire for a referral fee scenario. There's going to be other people in your marketplace that might be moving out of the area, especially if you're in a town where there's maybe a lot of military transferees or any other reason why people would be moving from their state or their city to another. By staying top of mind and telling all the agents that you know, hey, if you're ever thinking about moving or you got something to do, I'd love to partner with you. We have a client, the Garrisons, in North Orange County, California, who had a similar situation, and get this. One of the top agents in their town decided to retire after 39 years of building a beautiful family business, and they decided to move off to Oregon. We got together, we negotiated a very wonderful deal where they got a piece of the action, we got a piece of the action over the course of time, and guess what? In the first year, they closed 21 additional transactions from the person who's now out of state. Yes, my friends, it's an advanced strategy, but a strategy nonetheless. Many people would also say, hey gosh, Tom, what if I didn't go after that really great agent? What if I just found, the 6 or 7 agents that joined us last year and kind of puttered out? They sold 1 or 2 houses. They were really nice people, but they really weren't super committed. What if I had them be a part of my business and I used their database, them and I, together in a photo to market to their customers, so maybe we still get 2 or 3 transactions from that agent's database, and you can split the commission any way you like. It is a more advanced strategy, but know this, it is a strategy that absolutely works. Let's go to number 4. This is an easy one, and yet the impact and the results you will generate will be profound. Here's what I want you to do. You've heard me talk about before having your top 10 clients, your top 25 clients, your top 50 dream clients as an example. In this case, I would argue that every single person you sold a home to ever should receive 2 CMAs a year from you. Different from that January, April, etc. market update. Now I'm actually taking the time. I put it right into my CRM so I know month by month every single person that's going to get an updated CMA on the value of their home that month. Hey, you might have 5 a month, you might have 50 a month, but I know this. When the customer gets a CMA from you with a little sticky note saying, congratulations, you did great, don't you wish you would have bought 2, little happy face, or something else, you're doing the same thing that Merrill Lynch and stock brokerage companies have done for years. They keep people informed on the value of their assets. If you don't, you know what sites they're going to go to. If you don't keep people informed on the value of their home, you know they're going to go to someone else's site, figure it out, and probably end up in the inbox of another agent in your town. And if that happens, shame on you. So start that one immediately, and we'll wrap it up with number 5, a bigger point, but something profoundly impactful when implemented. We've all heard about these networking sites, BNI and others, where we can network with lots of other professionals in our area. It's always a good idea to be in a business mastermind. The challenge in many cases is so many of those groups are already closed because they only let one lender or one real estate agent, for example, be a part of it. So when people say to me, Tom, I can't get into it because it's already closed, my response is, who cares? Start your own. Yes, I would argue that you should start your own business mastermind group with your CPA, a business attorney, a divorce attorney, a financial planner, your insurance broker, your loan officer, the head of your local bank, your florist in town, and maybe a builder or a handyman. And once a month, you take responsibility to coordinate the group, to meet at a restaurant or your house or whatever you decide to do for an hour and a half or 2, and everybody talks about their business, what they're working on, what's working, what's not. And if you, because especially you're hanging out with me, are always getting these fresh ideas, you can always walk in with 3 or 4 things that you can share. You and I both know it's the law of reciprocity, right? The more you help, the more you help, the more you help, the more you do these things, you know what happens. You get it right back tenfold. So I would challenge you, if you're truly committed to having the next few years be your absolute best year ever, this is an easy strategy you can take on where you get real deep with 6 or 7 or 8 local business professionals that all have big reaches and lots of customers that they're interacting with that you can send referrals to. Notice I didn't say they send you referrals. You focus on sending them referrals first, and then that machine kicks in and goes forever. So, a lot of information for you to think about. Hector, thank you so much for asking the question. I know this will make a difference for the team that you're working on and help you work on more listings through your coordination. So, thank you so much for watching. Post some comments below, and I'll look forward to seeing you next week.